Well, Godfather, Grandma, you need to get out of here. It's after 12. You got your own horsey therapy. That's preferable to hanging around with us, isn't it, Papa? It is. She would rather go hang out with those hoiseys, feed them hay, than us eat anything more than a little snack of pepperoni. Grandma, you gave the cat some Spam. Well, she didn't get any pepperoni. So? She eats pigeons like they're going out of style, like she's at a fucking madrigal. You know, a feast from the old days. One of those madrigals. Because they didn't have salt and spice and pepper and stuff on the fucking boys. I'm thirsty. That pepperoni salty. But I want more. I want Spam too. God, Father. Well, Godfather, get out of here, Grandma. Get going if you're not going to feed us some fucking Spam. Get out. Get out of here. Are you gone yet, Grandma? Well, I'll have to grab the keys. Get out. Get out if you're not... Girls, I'll feed you some Spam later. Okay. Okay, the cat didn't get to eat. I guess that's somewhat fair. Okay, bye, girls. You didn't bring your cane? You're not going to bring your cane? No, I'm practicing without it. Well, that might be fucking stupid. You might be practicing to fall on your fucking face. Been practicing that my whole life. I'll practice standing upright this time. You're going out there with the dust devils? The Tasmanian dust devils, right, Papa? Papa's already out playing trumpet. I had to wake up and get ready today. And it's after 12. And I have equine therapy at 3, but we have to catch the bus by 2 at the latest. 1 if we can. So this is my shadow walking without a cane. I've been practicing it lately. I'm really tired of walking with a cane. But, you know, if you have to, you have to. There's our front porch now that's gotten cleaned off. It's just wonderful. When I say cleaned off, I don't think, well, you know, in some ways I would like, there's my tendril and my other tendril. I would like it to be a little less crowded in some ways, but it was beautiful with all that, you know, we had all that stuff, we'll say. You know, I think it's beautiful, but so when they told us to clean off our porch, we took all of the plants, which we had a ton of them over here, over here, over here, and there, all along there. We need to move that one and that one still. And this compost, look at this. This used to be nasty food and some dirt from out there. See that dirt? And we put it together and made this, well, this rich, beautiful soil. There's some extra stuff we threw in on top and an egg, but we're gonna move that to the greenhouse too. And moved a chair inside and some of this stuff that was for the community garden, and over there, that was for the community garden. Well, we moved it over to the fucking community garden, and we got it all set up and looking so nice, they can't say shit about it. The pieces of wood or planks or lumber we buried in trenches over there to hold in the water and to hold down the soil. That's what I did in this garden, my garden, over several years of working, making soil out of this stuff. It's called dust and grit. And that compost, old food, it's just like old yucky food, and it turns to nasty poop along the way. I mean, nasty poop. This poop, that dog poop, ain't nothing. Ain't got nothing on that nasty shit that you make with compost. And I did it. I didn't make Darren do any of it, except for some lifting and gathering up the dirt, but he didn't have to deal with the poopy stuff. But if you add enough dirt to the poop, and I mean poop just as a result of the food that decays just like it does in your body, I guess, and then you add the soil, and you got really the dirt, and you got really rich soil. It takes months to do it, but oh man, I'm already tired. We had a cold fucking snap that was so fucking cold that Darren and I were just dejected. And then the snap snapped out of it, and now we're able to go out and about, but Darren's still been pretty dejected. And I'll tell you why. In part, he's dejected just like everybody else is around us. Except for me. I don't remember being too dejected over this. And that is, we're coming together as a community over there. We're at the very beginning stages where people are starting to connect around our tenants association. We've had the tenants association for, nigh on 2 years. But we haven't really connected beyond the new president. So it's been 3 of us. The original tenants association was Darren and me and a bunch of tenants who got evicted. So our tenants association existed, but it kind of went into dormancy. And then we got the new president, and it stayed in dormancy for about a year, so we could all focus on getting our fucking shit together. And we've slowly gotten our shit together, and now we're connecting with other people who have a lot of fears and complaints about, I'll just say it, monarch properties, harassing tenants and scaring them all the time with eviction over things that could be resolved without eviction. Would it be? I don't know. They've never tried it. So, there's a hawk or an eagle. Probably a hawk, but don't know if you guys can see it. But we're organizing around this tenants association, and Darren totally fucking freaked out about it. There's a devil dog. Hey, devil dog. Nam yo ringeko, it's just me. And he freaked out about it. He went into a depression. He tried to run away. He said he wanted to run away. And he meant just run off his anxiety, but I know what it means. It means run the fuck away. Because I want to run away too, but I kind of shifted my attention, and I may shift it back to wanting to run away. That's there. Shit, I almost tripped. Gotta pay attention. I can't be falling without my cane. I can't fall with it either, but it is less likely with it. And really, for all intents and purposes, or, whatever's, I have never really fallen. Okay, when I was trying to sit down once, I rolled a little bit out on a fucking berm of rocks. Well, come on. Anybody will do that. And I even had my cane at the time. But I got a super heavy fucking backpack boot. I'm going to see Darren while he's playing trumpet, and then go over to Starbucks and wait for him for a minute. Then we gotta come back to Walmart if we have time and buy us a fucking picnic. Then catch the bus out that way. Yeah, that's what I mean. And then catch a ride from there to go do my equine therapy. And, well, I'll let you guys look this way a little bit. I mean, we've all seen trailer parks, but I love trailer parks. But there's the village sage off in the distance. it's really awesome. And so anyway, and that's why we want to live there. But it's just riddled with problems, and nothing like, oh, you know, they won't take care of our maintenance problems. No, they'll do that. Oh, they whatever, but they won't take care of the maintenance problems in the community property, the community areas. They won't take care of that. We take care of it. Darren and I do. And that's fucked up, man. But, I mean, we enjoy it, but it's too much work. And so, anyway, this tenants association was getting together, and our president came up with a great idea for us to organize this huge event. And it was going to be like a week from then, which is a few days from now, too. And I told, well, then we got a new secretary, and the secretary said, hey, let's postpone it a couple weeks, because we're not going to make it in 2 weeks. And I'm so happy for these active members and the president. She's awesome. And what ended up happening because of everybody's lives being disrupted is I've been helming this thing to a great extent. And I told them from the beginning I cannot do this event by myself. So since people have been dealing with health issues and family issues and other issues, I told Darren, who's the vice president, and I've been acting secretary, and that ended last Saturday, thank goodness. I'm transitioning across, but that's basically done too. And purple aster, purple aster, purple aster, purple aster. Man, I love the wildflowers in Santa Fe area. So, you know, I said I can't do this big event by myself. It's just, I'm not even an events person, dudes. I'm good at public speaking. I can write. I can be the media relations person. I can piss a whole lot of people off. But when it comes to hanging out or organizing a party, I'm the wallflower, or I'm out being a wallflower and then being all awkward, and then when somebody approaches me, I accidentally offend them. So that's not, I don't even know how to organize these fucking events. When I was the president of the EGSA back in the day at WSU, lots of whatevers, but abbreviations, but you can figure it out. And my vice president, Scott Yaley, organized every event. And I just showed up and played the role as the public speaker, the kind of the MC person, and that's my forte. And then I got all the credit, and then I would thank Scott Yaley in private, because he did all the work, the real work. I don't know how to fucking do it. And yeah, I could do it, you guys, but I told him, I can't do this. I can't do a big potluck with media there, potentially the mayor there, all these important people there during COVID in 2 weeks, all by myself, kind of. Okay, I said I can't do it all by myself with Darren's help, and because that leads me and Darren to go crazy and scream at each other and try to kill ourselves and each other, and that's not fair to us with all the other shit we have to do. Like right now, I'm on my way to equine therapy, which I love. I had to tell you, if you want to be exhausted, go to fucking equine therapy, man. That shit'll exhaust your ass. But it exhausts mine anyway. But, so I'm going to have to tell him today that we've got to postpone this event indefinitely. Because I've invited some people already. They are potentially interested in attending. And we've got to have an event when they get there. And right now, it's not coming together. So I grew some wisdom somewhere, or some smarts, and said, we got to postpone this. Because I'm the media relations coordinator, or officer. And you know what? I'm the one who connects with the media. And I can invite the media, but organizing the event beyond bringing some ham and beans is a bit too much to ask. And besides, who's going to be there besides me and Darren? Fighting, rolling around on the damn amphitheater and pulling each other's hair out, literally. Okay, dudes? That's not fair to us, and it's not fair to the other people if they're having too many distractions in their lives right now, like serious stuff. So, I'm doing it without my cane. I'm doing it. I'm not getting enough sleep at night. I'm working way too hard in the daytime. And I really need to focus my attention on the media relations aspect, which is the newsletter shit. So that's what I think, that's what I'm gonna do. And I hope that they'll agree to it, because it's too much. It's too soon. We don't even know each other very well yet. So we have to get to know each other, build up a little community before we try to build up a big community. And it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to me, so I know it's overwhelming to them. And they have serious family obligations. I really don't, I have the obligation to just the obligations I have. And that's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. Yesterday I spent all day painting furniture, and I got it all done. And then we had to move it all back in the house, because I'm painting all of our furniture white. We have, not all of it, but as much as I can white, because I want it to be that way, because we have such a tiny box we live in over the winter. It needs to feel and be more open, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff by giving it away. Awesome shit, by the way, dudes. You missed out. Unless you're homeless, then you got some, or tenuously housed. And may we all be housed. But anyway, Darren tried to run off yesterday, and I told him, that's not right. And I know he's got his side, and it wasn't really running off, but kind of. And it felt that way, and I felt abandoned. And so I told him, you can't do that. You cannot do that. So he did come back after I blocked him from my phone. He came back, and I didn't expect him to. And that was good. I don't know why I don't expect him to come back. He always comes back, but thank goodness. And then he bitched about having to live in a cage and be a rat in a cage. And I was like, well, were you free before you met me? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you were free to go live out of a backpack from a homeless fucking shelter. And you're free to go do that at any point. And he decided he was going to stay and work really hard on the house. So he did. He's reorganizing the kitchen, which is super difficult because we have way more food than we have storage for. And he's trying to organize it in a way that's usable, and it's all in there if possible. And then today we got even more food, and yesterday too, meaning people gave it to us. And so I've told the other ossifers that we need to keep all this food and use it for our big potluck dinner event. But right now, we got to put that shit on hold. So knowing that puts me a little more at ease, having Darren come home and kind of get serious and back committed to what he needs to be committed to. He quit school, so he's got to really throw himself into the things that we have to do. And so he ran over here today, this morning, to play trumpet, and I'm really proud of him for that. We got to pay for the equine therapy, and that's how we'll do it, because he's already made most of the money, but we need a little more. Oh, shit, a prick, man. There's somebody stalking me. No, they're just turning around. Some old people turning around. But yeah, it's been intense, and all I've been wanting to do is come over here and sit at Starbucks. And when it's too cold, I'm not going to even leave the fucking house. And then if I came over to Starbucks, I'd have to sit out on the porch, being on the patio, freezing to death. So I know I need to get tougher, and so does Darren about the cold shit. But that doesn't mean go sit and relax out on a freezing cold fucking patio. It means stay home and get the house, turn the house into the space that's optimal for us to do our self-care, our work, and stuff like that. And we're working on it. I painted that one rustic bookshelf white, and it looks cool. And I painted another, I call it well, I don't know what I call it, but it's a box, a wooden box type thing. And I painted it all white. I painted some little boxes white. And I painted some shelves white. I painted a chair white. I have to fix the chair by weaving rope around it to make it into a chair. And then we have to organize it all in our house and try to remove anything extra and get it donated and on, because these fuckers at Monarch are telling us we have to get rid of all this stuff, and then when we do, they slap an eviction notice on us. Or nowadays they're threatening to slap an eviction notice on us. So we've had to draw in what we could and move out to the greenhouse and the community garden, what belongs there for the most part. These fuckers keep us busy, man. Especially, Darren's like, I'm like, man, this is the most fucking high maintenance place I've ever lived. And he's like, yeah, but that's because you move all this stuff inside. And I'm like, yeah, that's because this is where we live. If we had a studio and a gallery like we had once, and before, we went insane and Wayne Newton illegally evicted us and stole all our shit and our money, and that's just the truth. Then we had that where we had a studio where we could bring stuff in and work on it and potentially sell it. We're not zoned to sell anything where we live, so we can't sell anything unless it's through the internet. And I'm trying on the internet shit, and I'm like, this shit's discouraging. People might feel discouraged if they went into a brick and mortar space and it flopped. But I feel like before you even get started on the internet, you've lost. Because everybody and the fucking dog's on there. Like, literally, all these dogs are on there. And they can't compete with our girls, but everybody's on the internet. And that's cool in some ways, but in another way, it's so fucking discouraging. It's like, okay, I'm one in 90 billion Etsy shops. No fucking way. There's a reason I didn't succeed at Cutco knives. I didn't succeed at Cutco knives because they tell you to go sell shit to your friends and family. Well, there's a reason I'm so fucking poor. All my friends and family are too poor to buy Cutco knives. If they were rich, guess what? I'd be living off of them. But I'm left at this point to potentially be the one who becomes rich. And I'm like, shit, man, I've been trying this for fucking 12 years. I know other people try it for 40 or whatever, but I've been in Santa Fe for 12 years. I moved here when I was like 10 years old, dudes. And I've been trying for 12 fucking years. And guess what? I became homeless, disabled. I was already disabled, but I started living off of disability government housing, and I'm still trying to keep from getting fucking evicted. And I don't know how to do it, but I'm learning every fucking step of the way, and it's terrible. Nobody should have to be on that steep of a fucking learning curve. A lot of these people around here are on that learning curve, and they end up living in a ditch. So, I have a lot of skills, but come on. I'm under pressure, man. Under pressure. Well, I'm making it without my cane, dudes. But I do need to call my therapist soon. The universe agreed, so. Okay, thank you. It's nice every once in a while if somebody in a car waits for you. Hey, proof that there are asswipes in this town. As if I needed proof, right? So, they're just jealous because I'm sexier than they are. By far. Somebody got a box of homeless stuff over there. Yeah, aren't they shitheads, dudes? They went down in history being the biggest shitheads in the world for now. Till the next shithead comes along. This is a mean town, dudes. You know, I went to a now defunct homeless gathering when we were homeless. And the first one we went to, there was this lady and her chihuahua. And the second one we went to, there was this lady and her chihuahua in a wheelchair with her leg in a cast. She had been run over walking down St. Francis Road, I think it was. It's like, lovely. And she's old, dudes. People around here get run over by, pedestrians. Pedestrians get run over all the time by cars, and they don't care. If you come to Santa Fe, do not expect the cars to stop for you. So it happens every once in a while, but don't get complacent. Here's my baby. Hi, babe, you're on.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi. I didn't want to go to Walmart. I'm carrying too much heavy shit.
Alright.
And so I didn't. I thought we would after this. Did you hear that loud car just now?
No.
They were speeding around me, roaring up their engine, being fuckers as I crossed right after I got past them, but they were fucking assholes.
I'm sorry, babe.
What
She could have thrown that at him. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean a big rock, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm just lucky to be alive, so.
Oh, she had
But
me.
I'm also lucky I caught him on tape. Caught on tape, because they're shitheads.
Yeah.
So, the worst kind of shitheads in the world, I think, because they think they're cool, and that what they actually are victimizers and getting away with it. And they're not getting away with it because we caught them on tape. Everything's on tape nowadays, so
Yeah,
I don't know why they do it.
I'm watching
I'm gonna-
this from the cloud.
Yeah,
Cloud.
we can be shitheads, but we're not like that kind of
No,
shithead.
not that kind of shit.
I'll cruise and go vroom vroom to another car, but I do not do that to pedestrians.
No.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go look in this trash over here
Alright.
because we need more trash. We need to haul it home on our backs. You're welcome. I'm glad you asked just in time. This looks like the fucking coolest shit in the world, man. This. You know, without a car, we can't do everything. But I'd carry that home on my back. I really would. But it's right cool. It's right cool, man. It's half of a spool of, I guess. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But it's cool. Gotta let it go. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm on a diet, dudes. And I had to, oh man. God, I gotta get my sweetheart over here to get these movies. See what I mean? Lots of movies, dudes. They throw them away from Dollar Tree, man. I'll go see if he can come over and get them. Yeah, the movie's in there. What the fuck? What kind of society just throws away shit that is perfectly good? Babe, have you made progress, hun?
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Would you mind doing me a favor?
For this appointment, and
Oh, good.
got some over there.
So I can go get coffee. But
Oh,
do you
yeah.
mind, honey,
Yeah.
going over and getting the rest of these movies that are in there? They're perfectly good. See?
Okay.
They're perfectly good.
Yeah. Okay.
That one's actually Superman Returns, but
Which actually was pretty bad in retrospect.
yeah, but we can watch it again and evaluate it.
Yeah.
Okay, do you mind going over? It's in the blue one,
All
and there's
right.
a ton of them,
Okay.
and I could only reach one. So I'll wait here, and then I'll go over there. We might have to forego our fucking picnic, man, because
well,
we only have so much time and stuff.
Well, do you want to grab anything? What time is it? Shoot.
I don't know. But you might want to go get that one.